Hey guys, back again to do Mr. Coffee's second roll. This is D2 in my opinion. Okay, again the rules are the same. I actually deviated a little bit from the rules on the first roll, but doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It all kind of balances out. So the rules are I would start the bank roll with 2,000. In this case, I'm just going to continue on from his previous roll. I don't bet before the point is established. I stop at the loss of, let's say I have minus 1,200 from my initial. So I have to have 800 left and then I have to stop. After 2 points are hit at the start, I'm down to I place my bets down to 110 inside. I collect and press. Well, I did the opposite. I pressed and collect on the last one. And then I stop pressing up to 105. Now, I wasn't able to count the rolls. So I went over the 10 rolls so that I can have my bets down to 110 until I 7 out. But never mind. So I guess I'm going to start the second one now. I'm just going to shout out the numbers that he rolled. His first point was 5. And as I said, the first thing I do is when a point is established, I go 1,200 inside. And then he went on to roll a 12 and a 7. So that's a loss for me of 1,200. So that was a 7 out. The next roll, he started with a come out 7, didn't bother me. Then he went on to roll a 10. That was his point. Then he went on to roll the 10 again, so that's okay. Then he rolled a 6, which became the point. At that point, again, 1,200. So point is a 6. He rolled a 10 again, does nothing for me. He rolled a 6, which means that he hit this point. So that's 350 for me. And then all these bets are off. I collect my 350. And then he went on to roll an 8, which became the point. And my bets are working now. He then went on to roll the 9. That's 420. That's a bit of a recovery for me. But then I have this rule that it's only 2 hits and down, so I replace this with 110 inside. Then he rolled an 8, which was the point. He was hitting a lot of points. So I get paid 35. I press to 60, collect 5. And then his next roll was a 9, which became the point. His next was a 5, which means that I collect 35. I get paid 35, press to 50, collect 10. Then he rolled an 11, another 11, a 10, then a 6, which I went on to collect 35 and press this to 60. Then he rolled a 2. He rolled his point, 9, which means that I get 35 and collect 10. So it's a come out roll. He has a come out 7, then he establishes a point of 10. He rolls a 5. I collect 70 on that. So that's he then went on to roll an 11, another 5, on which I get 70, but I press and I collect this. So this is up to 75 now. And then he 7'd out, so I lose this. Okay, come out roll. Was a come out 7, doesn't affect me. He then went to the 9. So next thing I do is drop 1200. Then he rolled an 11, nothing happens. He rolled a 9, which for me is 420 payout for 20. Thank you very much, sir. He rolled a 6, which for me is 350. Thank you very much, sir. That was the second hit for me. Everything comes down. And we go again 110 inside. Sorry, I made a mistake. Previously, his point was 9. He hit an 11, then a 9. I got paid, but that was the point hit. So let me just rewind this back. On the 6, the 350 goes back. Now, on the 6, I just established a point. And I was waiting for the second hit, but his next number was a 7, so I'm at minus 1200 again. So that's the 7 out. All right, we have to check now how we're doing. This is the point of 800 where I have to be aware to stop betting. So the next one was a 3. The dawn comes, we're very happy. The point established was a 10. So at that point, it's 1200 inside. Then he hits a 5 and pays me 420. Which I'm grateful for. But then he hits a 7, which is another 1200 less. So he went on to roll a few more numbers. So he hit the 10 camel point. Let me see what I have here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So that's 1200 across. Whoops, what am I saying? Hits a 6, which is 350 for me. He hits the 5, which is 420 for me. 425, and I give 5 back. And then I go down to 110. Hits the 8. So as I was saying, he hit the 8. That's 35 to me. Press it to 60. Collect 5. Hits the 5. Again, 35 to me. Press, collect the 10. Then he hits a 12, nothing happens. Hits a 4, nothing happens. Hits the 8 again, which in this case I collect 70. And put that here. And he 7s out. So I lose this. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick count to see where I am after day 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was my initial 2000. 1, 2, 3. That's 500 here, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. $1,150, 36, 1,180. Still in profit, but I think the second roll demonstrates that you can make money quickly on this betting strategy, but you can actually lose it quickly as well. So my profit now is from 2,380 down to 1,180. So that's a 1,200 loss, I think. So, things happen. Thank you.